A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this channeling session. Here I have a very beautiful downloaded message for you. So let's dive deep into it and let's get started. I would be using tarot cards. I would be using my auto reading cards that are literally more than 1,000 in numbers. We have two big boxes now. I used to have one, now I have two because the cards have increased so much. And I think today's reading is a result of some people's pure feelings. Some people's pure feelings and devotion. They are missing you. Two cards fell down. They want to make peace with you, lover of truth. See, these cards, they always happen on their own. I don't know why they are missing you is falling out so much. They are missing you, they want to make peace with you, and lover of truth. So whosoever I'm channeling is a person who is lover of truth. Whosoever is here to listen basically is a lover of truth. And I was told about intuition. The card that was shown to me was the High Priestess and Queen of Wands. If you look at these two ladies here, they both are sitting on a throne. They both are very, their body language is very powerful. But you see, there is still a kind of difference in their energies, okay? When you look at the High Priestess, you see the crescent golden moon energy, okay? Sunamoon, the golden moon. And you see the black cat over here. So although this one looks more connected to the spirit world or the dark world, but the cat is actually sitting with the Queen of Wands. The cat should actually have been here, but it's not there. Here you have the moon. Here you have the lady in white. She's wearing a white dress and she has a white crown. So I sense a person who is very emotional, an emotional person who is, there's a combination. So that emotional person is now a very confident person. So you have been emotional for sure, but there was a time when you were not very confident of your emotions. You were not confident of yourself. Now there are different types of confidence-based energies. Speaking with other people and being friendly, being social, being caring, that is different kind of confidence. But there is one inner confidence that you have that comes from your connection with the intuition, with the crown. Your chakras are aligned and it makes you a lover of truth. You don't want any games, you don't want any falsehood. You don't want anything which is dicey or confusing. You just want straight truth. You want things to be clear with you, and then you can move forward. That's the type of person you are. However, or you have become, I would say. However, when we are a lover of truth, we also need to project that truth out in a better way, which means we need to learn how to share the truth with other people. So that you become a person who everyone accepts, because we all have flaws. All people have their negative experiences and all people have their own pain and suffering. If you are going to speak to people in a way that you are creating trouble for them, or you are making them feel bad about who they are, about their pain, about their sorrow, they will not be listening to you in the right way, and then you will also lose a wonderful opportunity to help someone in the way that you could have, like your own potential. You could have used it in a way that the other person would have shined brighter. The way we speak to people, either we can make them understand everything in a very loving manner, or we can make them very detached, or we can make them very disconnected, or we can add more pain in their life, okay? So I do sense the lover's energy and I do sense the rest energy. because the first card that was given to me was the High Priestess. But at the same time, I was given along with the High Priestess this card, which is the Four of Cups. So there was intuition, very strong intuition, but you were not accepting a lot of things. Okay, even what divine was given you. So there were three options materialistically, maybe there were options, or there were situations, or there were things, or there was knowledge, or there was pure information, but you were not ready to pick that information. Then the divine produced a cup and said, here, why don't you take this will suit you. And you were like, no, I don't want this, I'm not ready for it yet. Or maybe there was a lack of trust. What I'm being shown is a lack of trust. This is not a person who is disobedient or a mean person or a negative person, no, because there's a High Priestess emotional energy. So whosoever it is, it was a very emotional person. Whosoever you were in the past, you were very emotional, you were super emotional. So there is emotional and there is super emotional. So anything which has super attached to it, it will also have those, like you have Superman. Okay, now the story of Superman that comes to my mind. Now Superman is a very powerful man. He's got so many things in him. He can fly in the sky, but even he has a lot of emotional trouble. So he has to move around. In the daytime he's working as a journalist. He has a very different look. He cannot speak well. He's not very confident. Some of you might say that he uses that appearance so that he can mingle in the world, but it's a story, it's a world which Superman has created. That's his own world, and that's why in his world he faces challenges and he goes out to help people. Sometimes he's saving earth from plane crash, sometimes he's saving earth from something else, some accident, some road rage. But the world that we live in, these incidents keep happening and there is no Superman to protect people. That's why it's a fictional story. But even in the fictional story, they have shown the character to be a very emotional character. Even his manly nature is Superman, okay, super manly man, and he cannot handle his love life. He cannot handle a lot of situations. I mean, I am sharing this story in the way it was downloaded to me. I'm not watching it like a person who's a programmed individual. So literally Superman is suffering, and what heals him and what destroys him is also a kind of crystal, okay, which they used against him, which is kryptonite. So we also, as human beings, we need to release that super side of us. We need to come into a state of being where we are just natural, because when you are natural, only then you can tap into the supernatural abilities of you. When you are not fully natural, which means when you are not fully human, we cannot tap into the potential of superhuman state. Like this story which keeps showing that he is constantly having to save. There's a savior and there is no connection with the supreme. There is no concept of supreme. There is no God. There is a superhuman intelligence, but there is no God. And without God, without source, without guidance, without our spirit guides, without our masters, this is what we keep doing. We are just stuck in the runner and chaser dynamic, no matter how brilliant, beautiful, how amazing we are. So we need to surrender. We need to drop our weapons. We need to. I mean, if you have to become a warrior also, then too it has to be under guidance. Like we see Lord Sri Ram fighting with Ravan. We see the Pandavas fighting with Kauravas. Why are they fighting? They are not fighting for themselves. They've never waged a war. There's never been a man or a woman, a selfless man or a woman who has waged a war for their own self. It has always been for other people. Always for others, never for themselves. Because for themselves, they don't need to wage a war. They have crossed that level. They've crossed that zone only where they have to wage a war for themselves, because within themselves they're absolutely fine. Within themselves they're absolutely content. Within themselves they don't need anything else. They are just so happy with everything. Whatever they have, whatever prarabdha, whatever is written, whatever is destined for them, they're okay with it. And when people are okay with whatever is destined, whatever is written, it's fine. So when they are missing you and they want to make peace with you, I am being shown the Lover's card. I am being shown a lover situation over here, and the truth is that whosoever you are imagining or thinking, that person also misses you, and that person also wants to make peace with you. Now this doesn't mean you pick up the phone or you just walk up to them. This is an emotion that is being shared to you, that they also want to make peace with you, because maybe in your mind, in your head, you have a negative opinion about them. Maybe you think that they don't want to make peace with you. Maybe you think that they don't want you. That's why whatever they are doing, they're doing because they don't want it, because they are not, in favor of you, because they don't understand you, because they don't appreciate you. So we need to first and foremost actually clear that emotion, that feeling, that it is them who are against us. We are coming in a space, as per this channeling, we are, whosoever is listening to it, whosoever is in resonance with this, what I am being shown is that this person who you are connected with, via that person, the karmic energy torments you, okay, or it has tormented you in the past, or even right now, because whosoever we are connected with, those are the only people who can affect us. A random person walking on the street cannot affect us, right? We love someone, we care for someone, we feel for someone, that person can hurt us. Random people cannot hurt us. Random people fighting on the street doesn't bother us. Even random person, abusing you and just passing by you, who doesn't even know you, it won't affect you that much. You would be like, maybe somebody crazy, just went by abusing me, hurling an abuse at me. Maybe this person is frustrated. If you stop on the road and someone starts acting crazy, you know that this person is not actually doing it towards you, because this person doesn't even know you. There has to be some reason, right? So via the person who matters to you, via the person who's important for you, or I would say in the time frame what has been shown to me, via that person who is in the heart, and the soul, there is a bond, there's a resonance of energy, there is an appreciation. So either they will show you the karmic energy, otherwise how will you know what karmic energy is? So each time you go through separation, one karmic or more, so karmic or karmics were happy and feeling good, hurting their own person who loves you even till date, thinks about you and misses you. And let me tell you guys, you can look at the quality of the card. I'll show you. Even size, you will notice that there is a difference in the size. Okay, this is a different set of card which I made. This is like pretty old. These cards are pretty old. I'm not even getting this size of card anymore. This was actually gifted to me by my friend from Chennai, who's a filmmaker. He had sent it to me when I was working on a story. Okay, so he had given me a box, because even as writers, we used to write on these notes. So I converted them into my own cards actually. This is how I did auto writing and auto reading. We all have our own ways to do it. And then in 2023, I bought lots of blank cards like these, okay? So this comes from this new 2023 lot, and these cards are from the old lot, and there are so many of them, literally I have no idea which one is placed where. But when I'm doing the reading, how is it possible that the similar message appears? Like this message and this message is totally connected. It's literally the continuation. Lover of truth, they want to make peace with you, they are missing you. And the same note is written over here, that via the person, the karmic energy will torment you. Each time you go through separation, the karmics were happy and feeling good, hurting their own person who loves you even till date and thinks about you and misses you. I am doing this channeling and it will benefit the most detached person right now. I am not writing it, it just happens, it's a very automatic process. But what amazes me and why I'm sharing this with you is because how well coordinated these cards are. Whichever channeling I have done, whichever download it is, when I start the download, I honestly don't know what the download is going to bring fully, because first there is a message, then there is an intuition, and then all these cards start doing their own thing. So it's very, very interesting. And let me tell you, this happens more and more when you work on your solar plexus, because solar plexus Solar plexus mantra or solar plexus chakra is the place where your confidence is. It's the place where your gut is. And when we have a very strong gut, when we have strong intuition, we are able to connect with our Ajna chakra, with our third eye. And also it is said that the Ram chant, it works in such a way that it works on our upper chakras, okay? Though it is present in the middle, it is in the navel. So I'll show you another message which actually I had to share it, but I had saved it because I really didn't know when I'm going to do it. So I had saved it on my phone and it's in Hindi, but I will translate it for you. It says, राम शब्द को ध्याइए, मंत्र तारक मान, स्वसत्ती सत्ता जग करे, upri chakra ko yan. So upri chakra means top chakras, okay? So this is a mantra. When you chant this mantra, you have to think mentally, you have to believe that it is a mantra of upliftment, ennoblement and salvation, and this awakens and leads the inner being vertically upward, which means vertically straight. So energy of chakras is in vertical position, okay? So upri chakra ko yan means vertically your inner being is progressing, okay? It is moving upwards, the energy. And when we move upwards, that is when we are able to make benefit of the upward movement of energy is very important, because the Kundalini starts working from Mooladhara and then it goes to the sacral chakra. And let me tell you, sacral chakra plays a very important role in our relationships and making us understand love, because sacral chakra is also connected to your body, to your being, to your gender, to a lot of things. And the blockage in the sacral chakra creates a lot of confusion between lust and love. Lots of confusion actually. And a person is attractive, okay? Usually Twinflame, Starseed, all light workers, they are very attractive. Since childhood they are attractive. That's why they attract the negative energy, the demonic energy also, who wants to steal their energy. They are just looking for a way to steal energy, and that's why this is a very bad kind of evil kind of energy. We call them pichash. So the pichash are always looking for vulnerable, innocent beings. They don't have that factor of humanity or divinity. So they do these things, but fortunately or unfortunately, because in due course of time you realize that all of the bad things that happened to you were actually meant to happen that way only, so that you would figure things out in a much better way. Like for example, there are lots of hypnotists, people who are doing hypnosis, and they say this with a lot of confidence that, oh yeah, I can make this person do this, or I can work through their subconscious mind. But maybe this person knows hypnosis, they can give you some commands via your subconscious mind, but is that person connected to source or God or not? That is more important. So we cannot really work via that language also. Otherwise, all the world, the whole world, all the people are actually working on hypnosis only. They're all hypnotized. They're all programmed to, wake up every day and live a certain type of life, to sleep in a certain way, to eat in a certain way, to dress up in a certain way. Everything is okay, but the way you are following now, if you are surrendering or you're trying to surrender, because surrendering doesn't come that easily. Surrendering is the key to everything. And intuition is connected to surrender. So whosoever I'm channeling right now, I'm being shown that this person is not attached with anyone else but with you. So whosoever we are talking about, they are missing you, they want to make peace with you. That person is not attached with anyone but you. However, when your sacral chakra heals, when the blockages go away, you can easily differentiate between a physical connection or a lustful physical connection versus a soul connection. And maybe you don't feel that person is still yet ready for the soul connection, and that's why you need to have patience. You need to wait for the right time for things to take place on their own. When we are not in the sacral chakra healing process, or we are away from the healing, or we are still wounded, then we don't work on ourselves. We don't do proper inner work. We are so focused on other people. We are just trying to heal other people. And it happens with a lot of feminines and masculines who message me, who work with me. They ask me that, can I heal my person? Can I heal that other person who's not understanding me? I want to heal my twin flame, or I want to heal whosoever it is, even if they don't use the label of twin flame. It's maybe a star seed connection or an angelic connection, because that person has gone away from me, that person is not listening to me, that person is in separation with me, etc., etc. But you have to go within, and we all need to find the reason, the problem within us, because it's within us only. It's not outside. No outside person is bothering you or troubling you. It's all within us. So if we are getting troubled or triggered by someone or something, then we need to make the notes and we need to figure out what is the actual truth behind it. We need to get to the bottom of it, because people will keep changing in the twin flame ascension journey. Though many people don't know this yet, the twin flames also change. It's not a one person is your twin flame kind of time and space we are living in. This is not golden age. This is ascending Dwapar. Dwapar has just started 100 years back. 1900 is when it started. We are in transitional time. Transitional time means that the big change is happening, the big shift is happening, but it has just started, So 124 years, from 1900 to 2024 years. So 124 years into ascending Dwapar, okay? And obviously now you're getting more of this information. There was a time when people didn't know a lot of things. So this person is not attached with anyone else, but only you. They enjoy their time by themselves, not being committed to anyone else. But with you, they are mentally connected with you. Their mental connection with you, does not matter to you anymore though. But the irony right now is that their mental connection with you doesn't matter to you anymore though. They can do whatever they want, you don't care at all. So this is a very good space to be in. I also told you about the rested energy, but I also want to tell you about the death energy, which means that somehow this person's behavior, this person's going away from you, separation from you, or even their love, or even the runner chaser dynamic, whatever happened between you guys, it took you to your ego death. And your ego death means ego death in the outside world also, because in the outside world Maya is working very strongly. And how Maya works like a radio dial. How we have the radio dial where we can change the frequency. We change the frequency, we get one radio station, we move to another one, 3, 4, 5. There are multiple radio stations, and you can listen to whichever you want. And when we are in the car, sometimes we keep changing. Okay, this one is not giving good songs, so let's skip to another one. So a lot of people skip from frequencies, those who are like in a very higher stage. But some people are stuck in one frequency, and whichever frequency you are stuck in, that is the type of world you will see. And imagine there are 8.5 billion people on this planet. There are 8.5 billion universes which are active right now. Every person is a universe. Every person is literally the co-creator of a universe. So many people are unintentionally stuck in frequencies, but there are lots of people who can intentionally, with all their awareness, actually get out of that frequency, whichever frequency they are in, and they don't want to be in it, they can get out of it. Okay. The next message is someone who had once underestimated you, misunderstood you, is now noticing that you are doing great stuff in life, and energetically too. Now this person wants to reach to you, to reach to you and to tell you whatever they feel. Now this person wants to reach out to you and tell you, let you know how bad they feel for not knowing you that well, and also how much they like you. So what is being shown to me, that whosoever was unhappy with you, and they had basically misunderstood you. So this misunderstood word is very clear. They may be underestimated you, or they may be misunderstood you because they did not know. They did not know a person like you existed. Like a while back I got a call from a very good friend. This person is also very powerful person, I would say, and a great, really great at volunteering, can communicate with voiceless beings, is very selfless and all of that. But this person has that problem of unknowingly slipping into a negative frequency. And when this person slips into that negative frequency, they go through a lot of turmoil, torment, and torture. And I'm telling you, that's also because sometimes the ancestors of some people are not happy with them. Or maybe they are doing certain actions and they are doing certain things due to which those ancestors who are not in alignment, they start getting activated. It happens. It is a very normal thing. It happens. Okay, when you study spirit science more and when you do more of solar plexus healing, you'll find these things. It will be all available to you, and you'll also know by feeling. But this person is so selfless and so understanding and patient that every time something happens with this person, I automatically call that person, because we are all in the same field. We are all volunteers and very good friends. So this person was getting very troubled because we have a very big event in India, which is tomorrow, and which is the re-establishment or restart of Ram Mandir of Ayodhya. Again, Lord Shri Ram, we are talking about solar plexus, so how come I can't talk about it? Maybe that's why we brought this up also. So this person has to go over there and they have to serve, but they are having some issues with certain people. Now when I spoke to them, I had to shift their frequency. I had to tell this person that you are stuck in a frequency of a very negative experience, which is giving you all these experiences which are tormenting you and troubling you, and you're not able to go with 100% happy mind. And he was very upset with God and very angry with God, and very upset with how certain people on earth are troubling other people and things like that. So this is a very selfless feeling. The intention is very good, but when you're a very powerful person and you have that energy and power and you can do a lot of things, then you might take some wrong action. But God doesn't want its innocent people to take any wrong action. So they always have deployed people. By the grace of God, they have deployed people. So of course the credit doesn't go to anyone else, but to source, to masters, whosoever, his people are, this man's people are, or all the good deeds they have done, even the ancestors for that matter. It's not just one ancestors. We have many ancestors, and we need to have masters, because ancestors also look up to masters. Ancestors also listen to masters. The ascended master, the higher ascended, very high ascended masters who live in 7th dimension and above, they are also coming down to our frequency. Imagine, our frequency is so low when we are in guilt or shame or fear, but they still who don't need to, who cannot even, but they are so powerful, they can travel in time. They can go anywhere. They are also Trikaldarshi, and they can also travel anywhere in time. Those masters, ascended masters, are very powerful. So they deploy mediums and they deploy people who are also working on the same lines. So now basically what has happened is, whosoever you are thinking in your mind, this person is not attached with anyone else and they love their own time. There was a time when they were very attached. There was a time when they were full of fear. There was a time when they could not make their own decisions on their own. But now they have shifted from there. However, they had underestimated you. They had misunderstood you. Now they are feeling bad about it, because I think in the last some time, maybe for some of you it's months, for some of you it's years, for some of you it's days, and for some of you it's weeks. In all of that time that has gone by, they have received some answers. They have figured things out better, and they've realized that they were underestimating you and misunderstanding you and seeing you in a very negative light. So they were also listening to other people. Now they are more into themselves, because whosoever they were listening to, they probably did not have 100% good intentions via them, because there are people, people are playing energetic games. Everybody is not as pure as they pretend to be. So you are doing some great stuff in life, and energetically also you are healing. You are much better. As per my inner intuition, whatever was told to me and the beginning of this, how it started, my Gut is telling me that your intuition has become so much better. Your intuition has become so much better. And it's a combination of Queen of Wands and High Priestess energy, which means even in the worldly world, you are much nicer. Like there was a time you were not able to operate that good in the worldly world. We need to be in sync with worldly world also. We need to have that level of confidence that we can work through things here. It could be matter of abundance, it could be matter of career, job, money, whatever it was, because everything is here. If you think mentally you are poor, you don't have anything, you will see that in your reality. That is how Maya is. Maya is not someone who's upset with you. Maya is not someone who wants to like create negativity. It is what we choose. We choose this, we have chosen it, and we have to learn it in the right way. We have to learn it in the right way, in the right format. So sometimes we have to go through all of those frequencies that torment our soul, that go like literally full throttle, they go on to us, and we are like, oh my God. But it's like being into a VR, being into a virtual reality. The moment you shift, the moment you skip, or the moment you jump, you become a jumper, you jump into the right frequency, you will see everything is changed. The same place, the same house. Like when people do cleansing and exorcisms also, for some people who go very deep and some people who do cleansing, it's the same house, it's the same place, it's the same person, but it feels different. It feels lighter, brighter, it feels more beautiful. Why? Because that infestation is gone, that negativity is gone. The portal is closed. Okay, so your intuition is definitely working great. And on this note, I'm going to close this channeling session. For personal sessions, for tarot readings, for energy healings, all of that, you can check out the description box. You can also become my patron and support the content that I'm making. And you can also get my book, In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate, to get more information about unconditional love and a lot of other esoteric things that you'll read in the book. I'll see you in the next video. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.